your calculators every day. We're going to use them. All right? Now, everybody should understand what I'm saying about I did the first worksheet with the first class. All right? We only had 5 more to go. And then I said because they were so good, I'm going to let them do the odds for homework. Same situation for us. You do a good job, you listen to me, you get through most of the work, then you have the odds to do tonight. Now, again, I know this sounds kind of bad too also, but listen, if you're not happy with your grade, instead of doing the odds, you should probably do what? You should probably do them all. All right? That's the difference between A, B, C. All right? It's not fair. Some people are just good. I just tell them once and they got it. Other people, they have to do it 10 times. But if you do it 20 times, you're for sure going to get it right. All right? So you have to know where you're at. All right? Now, I want to go ahead and get started. So here we go. First thing I want you to do is just listen to me. All right? First thing I want you to do is just listen. Don't worry about doing the first problem. Just please pay attention. All right? How percentages make sense to me is this. When somebody says a percent, that just means a number out of what?
100.
A number out of 100. Now, what I teach my kids is the top represents the part, and the denominator or the bottom always represents the what? That's exactly right. So this is what I want you to write down. Percent to 100 is part to whole. Now, sometimes in word problems, the part and the whole is easier to figure out. All right? Because you can tell if something's the whole thing or if it's part. So the part always goes on top, the whole always goes on the bottom. Now, today in these problems, last year you did these problems. All right? We also said it's percent out of 100 is equal to, does anybody remember what we said last year? What was it? You remember? What is it? Yes, very smart. Good memory. Is over of. I don't like saying it is over of. I like saying it's what? Part to whole. But that is a really good technique for these problems. All right, the number next to the is and the number next to the of. All right? That's how you tell the difference between is it a part or is it a whole. What? I'm not even on the first one yet. All right, listen, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but let me go ahead and explain things. All right, there are multiple ways of doing this. All right, some of the kids in my last class asked me the same question. Well, can I do it this way? Yes, if you're going to get the right answer. I honestly, it never bothers me. But I'm trying to teach you the logic behind why it's the way it is. All right, so give me a few minutes, and then if you come up with a better system, you can let me know. But right now, we're going to follow this pattern. All right, that's what we're going to do. So, now, every time you're keeping in mind the percent over 100. Right now, they're asking for the percent, right? So that's the unknown. So I like to write n over 100. That's what I'm looking for. And then 128 over 640. Everybody seeing that? Anybody have any questions? Now, instead of writing all the work out for the cross multiplying, I do expect this on your paper. I want you to say n is equal to 128 times 100, and then you divide it by 640. Now, if you don't see that, now's the time to speak up. Anybody have any issues with that? Anybody have any issues? All right, now take out your handy-dandy calculator. You just do 128 times 100 divided by 640. And who did that? Somebody said 20%. Is everybody happy with that? All right, 20%. I promise you it's not that hard. And after we do all 24 and then you do the odds tonight, you'll be a master of this. But right now, you're not. So we're practicing setting them up. Setting them up is the most important thing. So here we go. Number 2. Or I'm going to give you one more example. What percent n over 100 is over of? So where does the 21 go? On the bottom. Where does the 28 go? On the top. Is everybody happy with that? And now we just cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, I want you to do n equals 100 times 28 divided by 21. And who's doing the math on that? What is it, Hunter? 100. So those of you guys who know what 0.3 repeating is, you should be able to say it's 133 and what? 1/3%. If you write 133.3%, I'm okay with that. But I want you to know, hey, when I have 3's repeated, I already know it's just a fraction, 1/3. All right, you might have any questions?
So if it was 4 repeated, it would be
4 nines.
Oh.
4 repeated is 4 nines. 5 repeated is 5 nines. 6 repeated is 2/3. 6 over 9 reduces to 2/3. All right, let's take a look now at number 3. All right, Kate, tell me what to do. Perfect. Yep. Perfect. Exactly. Setting it up is the hard part. All right. Now, when you cross multiply, what am I going to multiply? Yes, that's exactly how I want you to say it. And then tell me what the answer is. Now, some people are doing a split screen and using the calculator that's on their iPad. I think that's a really good idea. All right? But again, it doesn't matter to me either way. No, it's not. No. Again, I say anytime you can reduce the numbers, feel free to do that. All right? And actually, that's how I want you to think about it. What did you get, Kate?
68.
I think it's 68, right? And it would be 68%. What?
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, I always address that. I don't care, but I promise you, in the future, setting it up like this, probably a little bit better. All right? There's nothing wrong with what you did. All right? You could also say, from 5 to 100, I multiplied by 20. So 3.4 times 20 is just 68. There's lots of techniques. But for consistency's purpose, we're cross-multiplying and then what? Dividing. You can divide and then multiply. Believe it or not, that's exactly the same thing. All right, you're just doing it in a different order. That's all. All right. Carly, you're up. Number 4. Help me. Good. Awesome, girl. It's is over of. Come on, girl. Over. Yes. Now, what can I do with both zeros to save myself some time? Just cross them out. cross them out. All right? So now that you know it's is over of, Carly, now what am I multiplying together? And then what? Divided by 93. You know that. So then do that on the calculator and tell me what that is. What? There's a calculator right up here, girl. Come on.
She's just
Okay, let's go. Tough shot. Go ahead. Anybody else get 77.4? All right, I'm good. 77.4. All right.
If there's more to that decimal, would you?
But it says in the direction, round to the nearest 10.
Oh, okay.
I just didn't read that to you. Round to the nearest 10. All right, so it'd be 77.4%. All right. Carla, I'm coming back to you in a minute. All right. Mr. Genuine, you're up. Number 5.
So you would do 15 so you do all over and then the 15 is so that is on top. And then the 1 thing is that is on top.
Okay, so now what am I multiplying?
Oh, so now you have so you do 15 times 100.
And then what?
And then you do divided by 40. Oh, 12.5.
Anybody else get 12.5?
Yes,
12.5%. All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. All right. Allison, did you do 1? All right, you're up, girl. What do? Good job so far. Good job, girl. Perfect. Now tell me what that is. You may get 87.5%. All right, good. Very good. Now again, some of you guys do fine in class and all of a sudden you get nervous on a test for some reason. Come on, don't do that. All right, I'm not tricking you. I'm not. Same thing. It's on the quiz, or if it's on the review, it's on the quiz. All right, Alex, you're up. And over 100. You're awesome, buddy. Now, we're going to do this mentally. Because I can reduce by 4, right? So what would that be? Come on. 9 over what? You with me? Now, here's what I'm trying to tell you guys. This is where you don't need to use your calculator. And then 9 over 10 is the same as what percent? 90%. Thank you. All right. Does everybody understand what I just said about that? That was an easy one. If you did it on your calculator, it's going to come up to be what, though? 90. Same answer. Alex, you understand what I'm saying, right? I don't want you to use your calculator on every problem. All right? All right, Carly, coming back to you, girl. You're up. Tell me. Quickly. Good. You're awesome, girl. Now what? That's the way I want you to work, girl. You hear me? No. Shh. Wow. Come on now. You see what I'm saying? Hey, You understand me? No reason for you to be fumbling around back there. You know how to do this stuff. I think you're daydreaming sometimes. Come on, do the problems. Do the work. All right, that wasn't that hard. You agree? All right, man, you're smart enough to get hundreds. All right? Uh-oh, changing things up a little bit now. Grace, you think you can do this one?
Oh, yeah.
Tell me.
12 is 80% of what number? What I did was I converted the percent to decimal.
So that's, what is a fraction?
It would be 80 over 100.
Uh-huh. And then?
Which I made to decimal.
No, I'm not interested in that. I'm interested now in setting up the proportion, like I said.
Oh, okay. And then it's 12 over 1.
12 over x. Now he's right what he's saying, but you see, consistency purposes, guys. For consistency's purpose, this is what I want. Everybody hearing me?
Yes.
All right. 80 over 100 is equal to 12 over x.
Yeah.
And now, go ahead, finish it off. And I want you to tell me what numbers do I multiply and what do I divide by. No, I want you to tell me what numbers I'm going to multiply by.
I know. 12 and 100.
Yes, sir. That's what I want to hear out of you. And then,
divided by 80.
now look, if you're doing a little bit different, I'm okay with that. But right now, I'm going to stick with consistency. Right? If you're doing a little bit different, but everybody in here has to set up that equation, though. Don't give me the answer tomorrow and say, you know, that's how I did it. Not good. Set up the proportion. All right, set up the proportion. And then what did that work out to be? I'm waiting. 50? 15. Thank you. Now, is it a percent?
No.
No, because it doesn't say what percent. It says what number. That's what we're looking for. Everybody good with this? Come on, now don't say yes if you don't know what you're doing. All right, don't say yes. Matter of fact, I want you to put your hand up and say, help me, I'm not sure where the numbers went that way. All right, Caroline, you're up.
Oh, you can.
Yes, you, Caroline. Then we'll do the other Caroline next. How do I set this up?
15 is 4% of what number? Because 15 is on top.
So how do I write the equation? Just write 15 over n.
And then you do 15 times 100.
Wait a minute, you didn't set up their other fraction. What's the other fraction?
Oh, 4 over n.
4 over 4%.
Oh, over 100.
Come on, girl. You with me on this, right?
Mm-hmm. So then you do 15 times 100. Divided by 4.
And what does that come out to be?
375.
Yep, I think you're right. 375. Everybody okay? All right, Caroline, let's go. No, you're not doing a little bit differently. You're setting up the proportion. What is it? 33 over what? N. Now, about the only thing different on one is just cross out the zeros. Just so I don't have to put it in there on the calculator. All right? So go ahead. Shh. I don't. You guys are interrupting me. What is it? Yep, or times 10 because we reduced it. Don't be sorry. I just want to make sure. And then what? Dividing by what? Remember, that's what I'm trying to show you guys. Cross multiply the two numbers, and then you divide by the third number. That's standard. That's how you do them. So tell me what that comes out to be. About 36.7. Everybody happy with that? 36.7? I think that's in the directions. All right, here we go. Number 12, Catherine, let's go. Chop, chop.
So it would be 36 over 100 equals 0.24 over n, and n equals 0.24 times 100 over 36.
Look, guys, that's how I want you to say it. Everybody can be that smooth. All right? Everybody can just say that. That's how I want you to say it. I don't care if you want to divide first and multiply second. All right? Final answer is what?
0.7.
Anybody else agree with her? 0.7? All right.
For which one? 0.7 for which one?
You don't know because you guys were messing around. Was it? It's not. It's not. Yeah. Is it 0.6 repeating?
Yeah.
Okay. So listen. Here's my rule. Like, I would want you guys to know 0.6 repeating is just the fraction what? You see what I'm saying? I don't like rounding a fraction if I know what the fraction is.
Okay.
Right? If you put 0.7, I would say, okay, you're following the directions. If you put 2/3, that means you're listening to me. Or I want all my kids to know that 0.6 repeating is the fraction what? 2/3. You're never going to get marked something wrong if you do it right. But I would want you to know, when you see 0.6 repeated, you automatically just write down 2/3. What? I didn't move the decimal anywhere. Isn't this the one you did? So did you do 33 times 10 divided by 9? And what did you get? Shh. Do that on your calculator. 33 times 10 divided by 9. Yeah, so if you wanted to write that, I wouldn't mind if you wrote 36 and 2/3. All right? Everybody good? All right, Ben, you're up. 13. Okay, so now what am I multiplying? No, you don't need to do that because you can just cross out the zeros, right? You see what I'm saying? Which is, come on, Ben, you don't need to do that on the calculator, is what I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, see what I'm saying now? I don't want you to be a robot. I want you to think about each problem. All right, 19 times 10 is 109. All right, 14. All right, Allison's up. Good job, girl. Beautiful. So now what do I multiply? Cross multiply. That's okay. Always multiply the two numbers that are opposite. Do you see this? You sure? So what is that? Times 100, and then what? Yes, that's what I want you to say. So do that on your calculator. Is it repeated sixes? Shh. Yeah, so it would just be 66.6, right? Is it 63 or 66? Okay. 63.6. Okay. Yes. If you were smart, you could say it's just 36 over 99. Right? Because anytime the numbers repeat, there's two numbers involved in the repetition, it'd be over 99. There's three numbers involved in the repetition, right? 999.
Oh,
And then you would look really smart if you said 63 and 36 over 99, and then you just said that's the same as 63 and 4/11ths. Wow, so people think it's just a pattern, right? That's all. All right, same thing. All right, so again, 63.6 is good. 63 and 36 over 99 is amazing, and you are the best if you knew it was 63 over 411. All right, so let's move on. Let's check out 15. All right. Mr. Mead,
yes, sir.
15, let's go, chop chop.
So you do 42 over 10 equals 7.5 over 100.
All right, now what numbers do I multiply?
42
And then?
um,
And then what?
and then you divide it by 7.5.
Beautiful. Tell me what that is when you get a chance. Anybody else get that? 560? All right. Since you're all excited to be here, let's go with number 16. Set that up for me.
Okay, so
No yawning.
so 5 over 100.
5 over 100.
And then the other fraction would be 65 over x.
Good. What am I multiplying?
You multiply 65 times 100,
And then?
divided by 5.
Now, of course, you already know 65 divided by 5 is 13. Because you don't need a calculator for that, obviously. Obviously. And then 13 times 100 is now 130. 1,300. Very good. All right, 1,300. All right, anybody have any questions with that? Any questions? All right, now let's carry on. 27.5, go.
You would do 27.5 over n equals 2 over 100.
Now what?
N equals 27.5 in parentheses 100.
Divided by?
Divided by 2.
Perfect.
And then 27.5 divided by, times 100. And then that divided by 2 would be 13.75.
Right? Everybody okay with that? Is that good? Okay, a little bit different. Let's see who's thinking. Go. So you say 15.8 over 100, then what? Yes. Notice now, just switch, because it switched in the problem. So now what are you multiplying? Good job. Thank you for doing that. And then what? There you go, buddy. And so, multiply it out. Do it again. 15.8 times 21. And then divided by 100. It doesn't matter. Come on, just give me the answer. 3.3? All right, so we'll just go with 3.3. You gonna be okay with that?
That's what I got.
What?
Why did you switch?
because the question mark is next to is.
Oh, okay, so
Right. You with me? Okay, so now Lander, go. 19.
Yeah, so that would be 65 over 100.
Good.
Sorry, 41, 441.1 over x.
Good work, buddy. So now what am I multiplying?
Multiplying 441 times 100
Good. Then what?
divided by 65.
All right, tell me what that answer is.
That's 678.
Is everybody okay with that? Is that right? Anybody else get 678.6? What did you get?
I got 441.
Is that correct?
I don't think
No.
It's not right.
What is it? That's all right. Somebody tell me again. Just do 441.1 times 100 divided by 65. What does that answer?
It's 286.7.
Did anybody else get?
That's what I got.
That's what I got.
All right.
Speak up.
286.7. All right. What's the matter?
I think that's 441.1.
You know what? Oh, he's right.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Leonard's is over of, right? The is unknown. So he's right. So that's a mistake. Look right here. Hold up. Let's go fix that. I should have just paid more attention. That's my fault. So in here it is the is, which is unknown, and the of is 441.1. Thank you, whoever said that.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be 60.
So now it is 65 times 441.1 divided by 100, which is what, guys? The bell didn't ring.
286.7.
Is that right? 286.7. Right. All right. Odds tonight on the other page, guys. Good job. Better be all worked out.
What the heck?
When is our test?
Yes, we